SkinnyGPanda here in Dragon Realms. We are on an adventure today. Kind of random. Woke up pretty early because I have a cat who likes to get up at like 4:30 in the morning and be really annoying, and was like, hey, you guys want to go do something? You want to go do something. Come on, let's go. Get up. So we got up early this morning because I was wide awake at that point. It's like, might as well take advantage of the day and see what type of mess I can get into. So sometimes on Sundays is brunch day. So ended up doing some research once I narrowed down what area I wanted to go to. So I narrowed it down to kind of on the outskirts of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania today, and decided to look for a coffee shop. So I found a coffee shop named Fiend. So we are almost there. I'm gonna check that out and see how that is, and hopefully, if today goes according to plan, might be checking out Valley Forge area. So hoping to have some footage of that for you guys and showing what the outskirts of Philadelphia and what random funds and finds we can find on this adventure. So I will show you some videos and show you some pictures, and hope you like it. So Dragon Realms and I did end up coming to the Valley Forge National Park near Philly. This is one of the first stops on our tour today. Looks like we're coming up onto some bunkers. The wind is really blowing hard this morning, and it's a little cloudy, so it's not a sunny day. We decided to rent bikes up here and bike around the tour rather than driving, and so far I think that was a good decision to make. We'll see how it goes as the day continues. So let's see what we are checking out here. Underground operation. Be like really crouched down here, and then like a prairie dog pop up, take a quick look, and then crouch back down. They're coming at us full force! I need a cannon! Load! And then they would load it, and then someone would probably light it, and they would like duck, and all of a sudden you'd hear boom! And yep, so much excitement, but today, not so much. This one's not. It's about the same size as my actual bedroom. Nice bed, they got a table in there, their writing desk. I mean, doesn't seem like it's big, but a lot of apartments are like that size, so I don't know if that's a better angle or not. So this is nice. The coat's in here.
Hi folks, how you doing? Good, how you doing? Not too bad. While you're looking about, if you do,
So this is the next stop. It's really nice. And what you would recognize from here, besides, you know, the Continental Army, is Dragon Realms. Is that a lovely monument to the officers and private soldiers of the Continental Army, December 19, 1777 to June 19, 1778. So we just came up to another stop. Here is the officers' quarters. Really nice house. Well, quarter anyways. really nice now, but I bet back then it wasn't. Dragon Rooms had the great idea, so while we were biking, we found another trail. It connects to the main loop, but it has this really nice bridge to go over. I can't really ride the bike on this stone path here, but crossing this creek is really nice. It's really high up. We've had a lot of rain in the last couple of days. It was interesting when we first came here. The covered bridge for a while wasn't open, and the guy was telling us that the reasoning it wasn't open is because a big truck hit it. And I mean, from the pictures you could see it's a pretty big, noticeable bridge. So I don't know what happened there, but the worst part is not only did the truck hit it, but it hit and then left. So it was like a hit and run, which kind of sucks if you think about it.
So I'm excited to be with you this morning. The Battle of Germantown, the Battle of Brandywine, the Battle of the Itch. The Battle of the Itch, have you heard of that one? Well, an American private described this as one of the toughest battles that he fought during the Revolutionary War. He waged it back in 1778, right here in Valley Forge, while the British Army occupied the city of Philadelphia. Poor Joseph Plum Martin. He's cold. He's always hungry. He's just 17 after all, and teenage boys are always hungry. And boy, does he have the itch. Oh, he's had his inoculation against smallpox, so that's not his problem. It isn't measles or chicken pox, no. It's just the itch. Red, raw, and, well, itchy, caused by tiny little creatures called mites. Oh, and Joseph isn't the only soldier scratching and itching. Lots of others are suffering from it too. So, they devised a battle plan. Needing supplies, they head straight for the artillery. No, they aren't going to shoot the itch away with cannons. What they want is sulfur. One of the ingredients needed to make gunpowder. And sulfur smells, really awful, but they don't care if it can help with the battle of the itch. Now, once they have the sulfur, we made great preparations for a general attack upon it. The first night, we commenced the action by mixing together a sufficient quantity of brimstone and tallow, which was the only grease that we could get. Brimstone is an old-fashioned word for the smelly sulfur. And tallow, well, that's grease that comes from cooking meat. It smells almost as awful as sulfur. When you mix them together, you get Joseph's itch ammo. Then, they whipped up a second concoction, a nice warming toddy, whose main ingredient is whiskey. Then, they built a blazing fire. Nice and toasty. And we began the operation by plying each other's outsides with brimstone and tallow, and the inside with hot whiskey sling, which means that the soldiers take off their clothes. Excuse me. Then they slather on their smelly grease. Then they fortify themselves with their delicious hot beverage. Then they head straight for the fire, where they began to bake themselves. And after a while, that smelly, greasy, hot itch ammo does the trick. And the battle of the itch is won. Every tiny little itchy mite dies in the assault, and the itch is vanquished. Sadly, though, there are 2 casualties. Two of the assailants were so overcome, not by the enemy, but by their two great exertions in the action, that they lay naked upon the field. Those two soldiers probably had a bit too much of that hot toddy. But when all was said and done, Joseph and his fellow soldiers at Valley Forge took pride in their accomplishment. We had killed the itch, and we were satisfied, as it had almost killed us. This was a decisive victory, the only one we had achieved lately. So, when someone asks you to name a famous Revolutionary War battle, remember Joseph Plum Martin, and be sure to mention the Battle of the Itch. Once upon a nation.
Oh,